Okay, so our goal for today is to get as far as possible. We're just gonna go ahead and continue. We did UR5 before, I believe. Yeah, that UR5 before, and we're gonna do UR5 after. I don't think we're gonna get through all of them. We might. Yeah, it's to lock the F it, exactly. Oh, no, that, you know what? I accept going to the gym as a syntax. So, good job. Happy Pride Month, Pesh! Hi, welcome in! So we're gonna try to get as far as we can. I'm hoping to at least finish 7, and that way, like, tomorrow we can have a short stream and then, like, yap a little bit, if anything. If we get further than that, perfect. I am gonna be careful, though. Because if we, like, finish UR7 and we only have, like, half an hour left, I might just yap a little bit. Oh, another male lesbian! It's okay. You guys are becoming more common than you think. But yeah, we're going to be careful, because, like, if it's cutting it close, I don't want to start this and then, like, struggle to get this done, because, like, my voice is gonna collapse. Talking about male lesbians! Hi, Arson! Welcome in! Male Yuri expert here? Don't worry. The event involves Rhine Lab. I know you'll connect a lot to these women. Will you go back on Splatoon 3? I probably will. Like I said, I don't know when. There's a lot of games I want to play. But I do want to play more Splatoon 3. I haven't played in a while. I don't even think I have, like, a Nintendo account right now. I just realized that. Oof. I have to get back on there. I will eventually. Okay, anyway, let's get started. We have to lock in. Before my voice gives out. A small sand beast in the forest caught my attention. My knowledge told me that this creature usually makes its habitat in the barrens. The frightened beast escaped to the bushes. I pursued it through the thorn and briar, driven by curiosity, and found myself gazing upon an unexpected landscape. Do you see it, Fenny? Yeah. The great desert and sky, pink where they meet on the horizon. It's totally different than the pictures in the textbooks. It smells sweet. Huh. That's your mom baking cupcakes. They'll be ready soon. Tell me again about your adventures in the Eastern Wasteland? No, tell me about the city in the sky. There's no rush, Fenny. We have plenty of time, and plenty of adventures to talk about. You'll see everything that I've ever seen, and when you grow up and your feet become quicker, I promise. That's a horrible promise to do in a world where, like, people are constantly dying. Stop spinning tall tales to my clients! Don't blame me for you being boring, trainee. They like my stories better. It's one of these streams, huh? Look, man. I miss Splatoon 3. I just haven't played in a while. I've been playing a lot of, like, other multiplayer games right now. My job is to take clients to see places that actually exist. You think only the places that your company marked exist. What about the things I saw in my youth? I told you. You shouldn't just read from your tourist manual. You need to walk a path that no one has ever seen. And achieve nothing in life, get laughed at by my neighbors, and spend my old age spinning tall tales to children? I believed your stories. The flying beckbees, floating city, golden pink desserts. They'll always be precious memories. I am actually enjoying it so far. Welcome in! I'm vibing with it, but again, like, it's Rhine Lab. It's not as strong as Lone Trail. I will be 100% transparent about that one, but I think, like, very few things are. I am wondering how the tree and everything will affect Kristen's legacy. But you believe in your stories too much. I'm doing pretty good. Fern! Come back here! Congratulations, Miss Fern Barn. Your application has been approved. You are now the owner of an independent travel agency. Thank you. It's a first step, even if it's a one-woman company. One woman? I thought there was another name on the application. Martin Barn, my dad, passed away last year. Oh. Yeah, Lone Trail kind of changed everything. Ryan, hello! Honestly, it is really funny that Mules has decided to do that. It is. I still need to read it for you guys, but it is. I'm sorry. No need to apologize. I wouldn't have decided to start my own travel agency, if not for him. Even if we won't be able to travel together, Martin Barn will always be an important part of this company. I'm sure he'd be glad. Have you decided your first route? I can recommend a few popular spots. Is there some place that no one's ever gone before? Most of my peers think my slogan of going into the unknown is just a gimmick. Only my clients and I know how many wonderful sights we saw, and how many amazing things we did together. Yeah, that's a valid reaction. I don't know, for me, Lone Trail will always have a soft spot because it's what got me into content creation. So, maybe I'm just biased, but then again, like, a lot of people enjoy it, so maybe I'm not. Our destination was Propeller Paradise. I wanted to see what the future would be like, while my client had an ambiguous wish. I swear I didn't mean to sabotage Rhine. My client wasn't in good shape. You were the only other banshee I knew of. No need to apologize. I'm not here to put you on trial. Just wanted to know who you and your client were. I'll be happy to read your autobiography if you ever publish one. But right now, time is of the essence. You're worried about the hearing. I don't think the investigation's complete yet, since they keep pushing the date back. Yeah, Babel and Lone Trail are probably the most popular ones. The trial will come sooner than you think. Tell me about your Banshee client, as succinctly as you can. When did you meet? Why did you come here? And how is her health? Why did my onion ring? Welcome in, Phantom. Panda, hi! It was 2 months ago, in the bleached wasteland. What was she doing in the bleached wasteland? Like, I understand Fern. I figured that, like, Fern would have helped her soon after. What do you mean? It's cold at night. Sand's black. Completely different from what my dad said. The outskirts of the bleached wasteland aren't as scary as the stories say. My flesh hasn't been ripped from my bones, and I haven't heard the ghost of the dead wailing. Wait, what's that shadow on the slope? Don't tell me there actually are ghosts here. Bree, welcome in! Is this Columbia? Guide. Guide. Woman! Are you alright? Pulse and breathing normal. Doesn't seem dehydration. Well, can't hurt to try. Am I back in the convalesce? No, I haven't seen her yet. Do not mourn me. I must not roost. Calm down. Do you remember your name? Oof. You got a point, Brie. Oh, that's horrendous. No. Where are you going? You're in the Bleach Wasteland, in Columbia. Do you remember what you're here for? I'm gonna try to pronounce your name correctly. Welcome in. Ansipity? I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Wasteland? No, she's not here. What are you looking for? Maybe I can help. Fern's tours will fulfill every wish, even the ones you think can't come true, and our prices are fair and reasonable. My dad always said that if it hadn't come true yet, there's always a chance. He also said, Ma'am? Ma'am! She's lost consciousness. Feathered horns? What's this banshee looking for? How does she get lost in the bleached wasteland? What are these floating symbols? What language is this? These golden patterns carry tiny leaves. Is this her arts? Yeah, she's slowly losing her memory because she's dying. The leaves are moving, pointing towards DC. Her memory got fuzzier and fuzzier. I didn't know what was wrong with her, and I got desperate. For real. You can't stop time. It's a symptom of age? But her memories... I've seen this before in the Cavallis. It goes hand in hand with death. If a banshee who starts losing her memory showed up here, then perhaps it's her last wish to keep what's left on her mind together. Do you mean you're trying to fulfill her dying wish? She came all the way to Columbia, walked through the bleached wasteland on foot, just to fulfill her final wish? What is she looking for? An object? A truth? Someone she cared about? I see. Every cop on the Propeller Paradise is looking for you. Rhine needs to give everyone an explanation. This delayed hearing is extremely important to you. Yet you came to look for a guide you've only met in passing, asking about her client. Unless you already know who she's looking for, or it's you she came to Columbia for. Thank you for caring for my mother, Fern. She must still be somewhere in Propeller Paradise. I'll help you look for her. We're out of time. No! Ugh! Please come with us, Director Lenore. A few more minutes, please! Wait, your uniform. It's not Tannen who sent you. The Maylander Emergency Management Council? Your uniforms look just like the old ones. The Council has completed its investigation concerning the flight of the legal device that occurred last night. Please accompany us to verify the findings. Please communicate any objections that you may have to avoid unnecessary misunderstandings and waste time at the hearing. The investigation's complete. Then why hasn't the hearing started? We've been waiting for 7 hours! The hearing is delayed, but the trial has already begun. Nasty, what are you doing? I cannot lose somebody else I like at Rhine Lab. You cannot do this to me. Oh my god. No, Bree, don't fall to their side. God damn it. God damn it. I forgot about him. Ah! I can understand if a scientist doesn't like to talk. Have you forgotten how to speak too? I remember how I was on a shortlist for promotion. The next day, you transferred an official for the same rank over from HQ. He was young, superb, made all the candidates uneasy. We climbed over each other to prove to you that we were the best one for the job. There was no need for him to be so buff. A furry made him. That's my only assumption. He's 80% muscle, like 20% horse head. Some old story, isn't it? In the end, you were the one who got the promotion. I was supposed to get it. Nothing's ever supposed to happen, kid. You really think the chief executive of Propeller Paradise is an important post? No. People only remember the one who gives the opening address. Doesn't necessarily have to be you. No. Because Uma Musume but male is just what's his name? Oh my god, Uncle Neural. I can't remember his name right now. That's just him. This was made the same way Mountain was made, where it's like, why is he so muscular? What are you doing? Gordon has his eye on the Karanta behind Gustav. The spikes on the Savage's tail rise up on their ends, swaying conspicuously. He is on guard. Oh, also, I found out it's not a Komodo dragon. He's supposed to be a blue iguana. He knows that Gustav is intentionally agitating his competitiveness. But after so many years at the ATAO, he can't stop himself from provoking his competitors. In order to leave ATAO, he took a task that were not his job, pulled strings everywhere, bowed his head to Gustav, his tormentor. He must stop now. What do you think Ryan's device is, Mr. Consultant? Maybe a variation of floating botanical unit? Excuses. Well, here's the thing, Bree. Aren't blue iguanas invasive? I want to say, like, blue iguanas are invasive to the US. I may be wrong. I may be confusing it with, like, other type of iguanas. But that makes it kind of better. He bathes in horse shampoo every day. Oh, God. Somebody out there was like, I want a muscular horse furry that's edgy and has long hair. He eats too much protein. What is he doing? No. Floating botanical units are electrical cables in the sky. Lightweight and mobility are paramount. What did I see on my way here? 2 empty slots in the tree's internal activator. My guess is... just crazy look at... Oh, man. Oh, anyone can tell you it's waiting for 2 keys. It doesn't look like the tree will fully activate until a second Rhine Lab section director is present. Unless someone else sneaks into Paradise unnoticed. What do you mean? People might have many theories, speculations about this device because of its appearance and the Rhine name. I see nothing more than a flying tree, Mr. Gustav. No. Hung is not even the most muscular furry in Arknights. Mountain! Have you not seen Mountain? Okay, yeah, they are invasive. I thought so. Mountain would like to say hi! Oh my god. Mountain is nothing but muscle and like... Okay, I'm gonna get off topic really quickly and I'm sorry. This one's gonna take a while. You know what? Maybe it's good because we have 2 days. But... Mountain... pisses me off. Not because he's a furry. But because the artist is so great at drawing with mostly white. And it's a furry artist. And it pisses me off. Like, Mountain's use of color on him is insane. Damn, anyway. Oh, it happens all the time. It's so bad. But that's why, like, it drives me insane. Because, like, this artist, can you imagine, like, what they would do with, like, a hot woman? And they're like, no. Buff furry. Oh, so it's not invasive. Okay, so he moved in from somewhere else. Are you done? We're not here to write Ryan's papers for them. The late hearing has brought us time. The reason Nasty concealed the tree is existent. How Fern sneaked in on my side hustle. Everything needs an explanation. Oh no, there's a lot more furries. We're talking about the buff furries. We're not talking about furries in general. There's a lot of furries in Arknights. I probably am, Bree. Enough. Patience is a sign of fear, and questions are a sign of incompetence. Gustav, I don't like you. Immediately as I say that, I love Gustav's drip. I can't blame you. It feels like very noir coded. But I hate the man. Our consultants here have already given us the answer. What is it? Rhine's device is pretty low risk, but it also invites all kind of speculation. Therefore, our definition of it has to be as big or as small as we want it to be. What else do you need me to do, sir? Do as you're told. All you need to do is what you're told. Stop pushing! Please, let me through! I have something to ask the desk. Don't waste your time. They don't know what the hearing is. I want to know if I should come forward to the investigation. Listen, we're impatient too. No one can do anything to move the hearing process forward unless you're actually involved in the case. Let me guess. You took out a Sky loan, didn't you? Yes. There were 6 grocers like me back home. We spent our days betting drinks in the direction the tumbleweed rolled until 2 years ago. The Sky, the Star Pod. Life free of originium. A brand new frontier for Colombia. I don't understand a thing that the TV and newspaper said. But I saw the light that night. This part of a brand new frontier for Colombia free of originium? Brother! What do you mean, free of originium? You ain't get rid of that? It's following you! What are you talking about? I sold my shop, abandoned my wife, took out a huge loan and went to Propeller Paradise without ever looking back. You know what? You kind of deserve the worst, man. Yeah, and feel taking it to another world and then just be like, ah, it's no big deal. It's whatever. You know you're in for a sleazy conversation for real, though. He didn't think about it. Knights Mora? Yeah, it might be. I've already heard a dozen stories like that today. Take a banner and go join the protest instead of hanging your head here. Aspen looks down at the protest banner in hand. The fabric is silver, a reflective material commonly used by flying machines. Lucky Sistabee's furniture uses the same material too. Aspen does not understand how it became so popular so quickly. The sofa reflects his face whenever he walks past it. It is patently absurd. Teeps, hi! Sorry, I'm just a little guy. We're doing pretty good. Yet, the sight of the silvery fabric can also cause his heart to leap, as though the future is really in his hands, and luck is really on his side. I'll make it. I'll make it through this hearing. Even if I'm put on trial and thrown in jail, I'll make sure the name Lucky Sistabees and my exhibits stay on Propeller Paradise, where everyone can see them. Things will turn out fine. Lucky Sistabees will bring me luck. King, welcome in! I hope you're having a good day. Hey! Oh no, I can't cheer for her. She's a glowy. I need to stop cheering for her. He's never been late before. Was he delayed by the protest, or did he get lost in the way? The structure of Propeller Paradise is certainly complex, but it's not so hard to understand it. We see it as a massive Rancor film set. Stop! Tin Man. I don't want to hate you. You bring up Rankwood one more time, I'm spraying you down with water. You cannot remind me of Rankwood. Wait, what? I don't want to remember Rankwood. I want to forget about Rankwood. You haven't seen him? Really? He was on... Which one? Which IS was it? I remember the Pioneer era classics that you starred in. People think they'll still think your metal body was some kind of special effect. IS-4? That sounds about right. You have a good memory. No, I think it was 4. Transportation on the levitating layer is very interesting. The combination of steel wires and ball pods seems like some sort of amusement park. Bree? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. No, I'm pretty sure he's shown up in other events. Was it Lone Trail that he also showed up in? I know he's shown up with another event. I apologize for the delay. I had to make a few rounds of humor to these three stooges. I haven't had the chance to greet them yet. Yeah, okay, it is Lone Trail. Hekatos, hello! Oh, that's okay. You'll find your next one soon. No need to be nervous. Young Mainlander agents always attract too much attention. It takes someone with a calmer demeanor like you to play the part of secretary. But I can't help but feel like you're starting to go too far with the seriousness thing. Oh, that's right! And Hoheak was just there. You don't. That was torture. We don't have to think about act or die. Tannen isn't an easy customer, is he? He has a personality. It's not hard to read. Good work. Your timing a few days ago was impeccable. A single squad eliminated 2 major risks before the exhibition. I'll be sure to make a note on your annual assessment. I'm flattered. The suspension propeller paradise administration engineering functions has created plenty of room for Mainlander to operate. It always goes back. You see, this is the problem with Columbia. It's all different factions. It's all different factions. And they never can get anything done. It's all about their own greed. Sarah, welcome in. Oh no. Bye. Oh my god. Bye, Sarah. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by just to thirst for the Robocog. Ooh, good luck. Look, man. Look, Taylor. I wasn't gonna say that. But... no way, you look tufted, man. Let me take a picture. You know what he kind of does. I can vibe with him, but he pisses me off sometimes. Gustav's desire to work with us is clear. He's already spent people to deal with Rhine's devices, and he intends to personally instruct their subordinates. I guess all that's left is hearing to placate the public? You have questions about the delay of the hearing, don't you? It's not like Mainlander to stall. Since when did you pick up the impatience streak? Something happens in due course. We're not only here to investigate. Such a beautiful, futuristic city. I leave Columbia for a few months and all sort of new stuff pop up. He got the fit on? Look, man, I vibe with him, but he pisses me off. Because at the end of the day, the man's a glowy. How long will it take for you to make a full round of levitation layer? Less than an hour by ropeway. Very good. I would like to enjoy a nice view of Propeller Paradise before the hearing. Expert on art? You're not wrong. He's not doing it for the nicotine. He's doing it for the vibes. Look, man, we have a few glowies on our payroll, okay? Hey, yo! Ma'am. Ma'am! Hello! I didn't know you had that fit! Very nice. Very, very nice. The wind blows in the leaves in the young banshee's hand, and voices fall from the breeze. Exactly, Taylor! On all fours, barking! Oh my god! Battle ready. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. You know the G for LGBT stands for glowers? Oh no. Oh. We're so winning. Oh my god. We're so winning. No! She's gonna make me want to pull for her! I can't pull! Wang is around though. I can't do it. I can't do it. Nasty. Nasty. Listen to me. Look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes, okay? Here, baby girl. Okay, so. If I get an off banner, I want it to be you. Okay? Look at me. Look at me. Look at me, okay? It should be you. Anybody else, we execute, okay? Okay, okay. One more story. How about the tale of the wandering metal hero? Calling her baby girl? I could call her worse. I could call her a lot worse, okay? He even graced our valley once. In fact, in the midst of the shrouds, Miss Lake was actually blown from his bagpipe. Retract your feather horns like this, and you can shield your eyes. So we can use them as an eye mask to sleep during the day? No, of course not. This is so you can easily weave your tears into elegies at funerals. I can't do it, Taylor. I can't fall that badly. Look, man, you wanted mantra. Another recording ends, and the young banshee keeps her leaves in the chest pocket. Yet her gaze only turns wary. Eavesdrop again, and I'll throw you into the concrete mixer. Why? 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 Why are you doing this to me? Oh! Okay. 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 The Lone Trail music! You're doing this to me? This is a flashback. This is a flashback. Yeah, she's in space. She's not here. In front of the Epcot ball? Why is the Epcot ball here? Is no one else noticing this? We have the Epcot ball in the background. Was that a Banshee's incantation? Yes. You've journeyed 1,000 miles from Casdell to Columbia, yet you record your people's voices to keep by your side, listening to them over and over. Is homesickness hard for you to comprehend? Oh, God. No, but it's rare I find someone concentrate on nostalgia the same way she concentrates on a blueprint. You're trying to decipher the Banshee's language and behavior. Why? To find a new path? To solve your entire race's plight that has endured for millennia. I'm not that arrogant. Bree, you're not wrong. She really is doing that. I only hope to take a burden off the shoulders of a particular worried individual. I see. That's pretty much what I just said. So, any breakthroughs? I'm not that much of a rush. It sounds as if you replayed that countless times over. Soaking in the same old corpus until you drown. Unable to develop a new language. The limits of vision and thought drown us in a pool of common sense, and then everything turns into so-called destiny. I thought you left Casdell knowing this. Erasing those recordings is a cruel suggestion. It's rational. I think if Kristen comes back, it shouldn't be an ARKNIGHTS. If Kristen comes back, it will be a good way to tie over into Enfield. But I think Kristen being gone from ARKNIGHTS is what's best for us. Hello, I'm Kristen. Control of Rhine Lab. Nasty. The talented Banshee, Freshly recruited by Starlight Construction Co., who completes project 3 times faster than regular engineers, provoking rumors of you imbuing witchcraft into blueprints. We're currently establishing an engineering department at Rhine Lab. Oh god, Bree, literally! I'm assembling a team! Might you be interested? I happened to overhear your chat with boss yesterday. Rhine Lab is a biotech company, yes? Look up, Nasty. Do you see those foul beasts and the morning stars behind them? I'm only looking for some kind of power to break through the sky. The sky. Per your prior suggestion, if you wish to accomplish something that exceeds the borders of common sense, then perhaps the power you need doesn't come from our side. Rhine Lab should be looking into scientific investigation department instead. A rational suggestion. Can I take this as your first proposal fielded by a director of engineering? Kristen. Same, Nasty, same. That's exactly like, that's all I can really do. Just close my eye and be like, God damn it. Oh my god. Shit's haunted out there. I really enjoy how Kristen will forever haunt the narrative. There are a few characters that I feel like in ARKNIGHTS have that power. And like immediately the two that come to mind is Frost Nova and Kristen. Oh, and Teresa, obviously. But there's very few characters who can do it really well, and those three, I feel like they're always there. Nathan, welcome in! Miss Lenore. I thought you sent me straight to the hearing. Perhaps a more confidential cell. But here we are, waiting for a cable car at the ropeway station. Are we to visit the levitation layer next? Your visitor has indeed arranged for that. Yeah, they cover different parts of the narrative too. Oh god, you're not wrong. Because one is 100% the past, one is the present, and one is the future as well. Oh my god! ARKNIGHTS, what are you doing to me? And one is embracing the future. Yep. Oh god! Long time no see, Nasty. So was you. I just got here, and what a fine place it is. Still have half the place to see. Should we have a look together? Alright. Why is it raining only in the area we just passed through? Cloud projections. Thanks to the sky simulator system developed by Rankwood. Stop bringing up Rankwood! Bad! Bad, Nasty! Wait 5 minutes, and you can enjoy an aurora. A century ago, that fellow known today as the Father Projections once lamented to me on film set, wondering when we would actually shoot a film up in the sky. Sky fever has truly set the revolutionary gears in the film tech in motion. Quite the atmosphere here, Nasty. Personally, I take civilization's rapid developments as commonplace happenings. Now I can't help but be moved by the Colombians' creativity. You really... Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong, Taylor. It's hard to believe you'd still be in the mood for fun and games. According to the laws drawn up by Preller Paradise, relevant authorities must call for a hearing within 12 hours of an emergency event happening to investigate the matter and notify the public. Gordon barged to Rhineland Vivarium, wrecked our research projects, and exposed his shady dealings to the public scrutiny. Evidence and testimony provided were complete and accurate. Your people arrived quickly, yet you've been dragging your feet to begin this hearing. This is no procrastination, Nasty. 2 years ago, the Colombians never thought they'd fight the clouds for the right to dwell above. But now, propeller paradise has become the hottest topic in all of Colombia, and its name tops the special plate register records. Take a moment to ride the cable car as it circles around. Look at the facilities around you, and at the company representatives clogging the entrance to the registration center. All of this already tells us what sort of judgment the hero produced, no? Propeller paradise. Get it? Paradise, representing a zealous ambition to fly high up into the skies, while propeller has the exact implication too. There's no stopping. A smuggling network exposed, revealed to be led by the chief executing, involving nearly 100 companies. Numerous irregularities found in the park research work over the past 6 months. Once we begin investigating, the exhibition will have to be cancelled. You're right, Nasty. The hearing must convene, and everything that's happened must be accounted for. But that's all they need. An account. And Rhine Lab is the most appropriate party to provide that? After all, the sky fever began that night in Trimounts. Anyone can believe Rhine Lab will do something like this again. Never the silent technician connecting nothing but cables that your peers say you are. Though, this isn't exactly a false accusation against Rhine Lab now, is it? Your mystery tree still floats in the sky. Putting aside your botanical unit and other excuses, how are you going to explain that? It sounds like I don't even have to attend the hearing anymore. You've already made up your mind after all. I'm sorry, Nasty. Stop doing this to me! Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, please. What in the Sephiroth pose is happening? Since you don't know about ARKNIGHTS, she is a character that haunts the narrative. She's gone now. She's been Project Hail Married. She's gone. Well, she's just recruiting Nasty. This is the past. I'm not sure of the exact time frame, but I'll go home eventually. Someone's waiting for me. Before that happens, Rhine Lab can become one of the stops on your journey. Or like a narrator, her choices have affected the story. And while she's no longer with us, everything she's done keeps coming back because she changed how the story will play out. So that's what I mean by that. She's not a god. She is a simple Terran. She's just there constantly reminding us. Ultimately, she won. I have both solace and misery in that fact. It doesn't matter if you want to develop a new language, create a new Cavalis, or change the so-called fate of your clan. No one will get in the way of your goals. On the contrary, Rhine Lab will fight for everything you need. After all, we have many like you. Yeah, her choices keep impacting us and they will never stop. To the point that her choices affect the next game. And the catch? Or perhaps I should ask, the cost? Nasty, I don't ask company employees to view Rhine Lab's operation as some sort of grand undertaking worthy of personal sacrifice. If we want to accomplish the unprecedented, we are already on the path strewn with enough doubts and loss. So, we must never stop. Ever. I consent to join Rhine Lab then. Seeing as we're still in the cable car, I'm sure there's room for discussion. Oh, wrong person. The hearing must take place and everything has to be accounted for. but it's merely an accounting. All of Columbia knows the Horizon Arc project from 2 years ago. Kristen stole funding from the DoD, but Rhine Lab as a whole was not fully involved. Though, I was certainly her accomplice. Pinning the blame on endangering the entire park on a company versus an individual has entirely different implications, Nasty. Are you willing to sacrifice yourself like this for Rhine Lab? Oh, it's confirmed her choices impact Enfield? We wouldn't have Enfield if it wasn't for Kristen. Enfield? Basically, Lone Trail is the first start for us going to Enfield. Good job, Kristen. Let's wait until the story... No! Oh god! Yeah, let's wait until the story gets a little better. It's why they started adding Lone Trail references in Enfield. Sacrifice? Kristen and I are fans of the word. Everything has a price. This is what life in the Covalis and Kazdel has taught me. There's no way I will willingly take the blame for one of Maylander's plans. I won't make it hard for other Rhine Labbers. Nor that tree, for that matter. Do as you wish with the device, but let my assistant take the data, since the research isn't finished. He knows nothing about my project, so don't worry about him tampering with it. Oh! Absolutely insane, Taylor. We're here? The agent at the station will escort you where you should go. Right. There's something else. When I returned to Kazdel, I went to the Covalis. Viola's here. I already know. I had planned to hurry to find her before I went to the hearing. Viola's in the park. Huh. Mercia. So I see. I'll send someone to look after my old friend. Thanks. Oh. The hearing of the sudden accident of Propeller Paradise has just concluded. Suspect Nasty Lenore abused her position as head of the park engineering department to conduct unauthorized experiment projects, and this nearly led to a disaster. On the night of the incident, the suspect attacked Gordon Tannen, the park's chief executive, in an attempt to cover up her crime with an unidentified tree-shaped device. When the futuristic city design? Retrofuturism? If you want to blame anyone, blame Walt Disney. I'm not even joking. According to Mr. Tannen's testimony, the suspect not only deliberately tried to harm him, but she also abused her engineering privileges to tamper with exhibits. She forced her subordinates to conduct illegal tests, deliberately suppressed rival tech company, and forced dozens of outstanding companies to leave the park. Now, with the ATAO's backing, the innocent corporation implicated in this incident have returned to Propeller Paradise and will continue to contribute to Columbia's aerial operations. The suspect, Nasty Lenore, is currently in custody after confessing to her crimes. She'll be sent to DC courts to face justice. From now on, Propeller Paradise operations will be overseen by Gordon Tannen and Gustav, supervised by the Maylander Emergency Management Council. The highly anticipated Air Expo Columbia will not be affected whatsoever. Madame Viola, was that too loud? My apologies. Nasty. What happened to her? Don't you mind that, madame. Let your final memories of Director Lenore be when you last saw her last night. The young agent places a hand on the old projector and gently turns its dials, as if manipulating delicate strings of her memories. Maylander Emergency Management Council intervene in all Columbian incidents in the name of monitoring the emergency measures of government agencies, for instance produce the easiest facts to manipulate. You kind of love her name being Nasty. To be fair, I believe it, like someone said it was German. And honestly, a lot of the composers in Arknights probably just get so many residuals. The Tin Man always jokes about how the Council's method are more extensive than Mama John's stock list. And this, of course, includes Mercia's Originium Arts. Erasing memories. Are you kidding me? So. Banshee is dying. All she has, her memories, leaving her. And this glowy little cunt is speeding up the process. This is why you don't fall for the honeypot, guys. This is why you can't fall for it! Mercy has done the same actions hundreds, thousands of times. But now, her hand turning the dial freezes up. No. At the very least, I shouldn't do this to an old woman who's already fading memories. Besides, the facts have been tampered with enough today. A late hearing, satisfies corporate reps, my fellow agents infiltrating the crowd. What exactly is the Tin Man's mission this time? The more people on patrol, the less I can do for you. It's only a matter of time before he discovers my deception. But if he can't stop worrying over Director Lenore, I'll figure out a way. Okay. Honeypot the honeypot! You know what, Taylor? I like how you think. Nasty. My daughter. I'm sorry. It was I who left you homeless. What? Where the torches are lit, the myriad souls be. Bones to bones, souls to souls. Let's conclude the funeral here, Viola. Our people have returned to the courtyard, and night is falling. 3 months. Demoy spent 3 whole months in the wooden hut under the roosting tree before death finally came. I've done all I could, but I could not alleviate the pain of slowly turning into an empty husk. She was never a sorrowful sort. The reed beds along the lake shore would sway to the sound of her laughter. But every pleasant memory from the past 2 centuries vanished completely within the first 3 days after she moved into the wooden hut. I couldn't retrieve them as much as I wanted to. Logos, can your dad fight? In those final 3 months, as her remaining memories abandoned her, all she could do was force out a broken, hoarse whisper from her throat. In her 2 centuries of life, she certainly knew laughter in full measure at least. But why does she have to end up meeting death in agony? These 200 years since we settled in Cavalis, every banshee that's left us has experienced a long, painful period of losing her memory before death. Oh no! An older woman! Oh no! Whatever shall I do? She's experienced? Oh man! Anyway. The cruel joke, simply put. To the departed, banshees are the last ones to remember their existence. It's not in our nature to forget, but to remember. Forgetting is indeed a new phenomenon for the last 2 centuries, but you shouldn't blame yourself for a chronic disease we have yet to comprehend. It's not necessarily them being good or bad. They're just a race of people. Not even Taylor. Oh no! Begins undressing. Whatever shall I do? A chronic disease or a cost. Every time, every person without fail first loses her memory of life in the Cavalis. As if the life we created was merely stuff and made of cotton, a substitute that replaced the life we were originally born to live. But in the end, when it decays completely with time, people are once filled are left with empty husk. Is that not what we've always wanted to do? To create a different life for banshees, the Sarkaz, a life accompanied by song and pastry rather than war and death. Gonzo, welcome in! Not only that, Bree, I'm just adding in, not because I know you know, but since Nathan doesn't, they're also avoiding violence on themselves because they're a sub-race of what is basically seen by the rest of the population as like demons, basically. They are the fault of all evil. There's nothing good that comes from them. So they are the target of hate and abuse as well. So they're just trying to live peaceful lives away from all of that. Remember what Her Highness promised us? As we deal with all of this in the Cabales, she, as the King of Sarkaz, will guide our people to bid farewell to their omnipresent vengefulness and bloodthirsty nature. Yeah, they are very familiar with death as well. They're a sub-race of Sarkaz. So, there's different types of Sarkaz. They're one of the flavors. Also, Nathan, I'm happy that you're, like, starting to figure it out. That makes me really happy. You personally told me that Her Highness has turned Originium for answers. Along with that dame. I had a few more conversations with Her Highness after that. She never forgot her original dream. She only changed to more decisive methods to fulfill her promise. If the day comes where her flowers can cover the land, all the more we Sarkaz will need a new way of life. Oh man, this is hurting me! I only hope the Cavalis will hold on until then. Yeah, exactly! The roasting tree is still withering. The roots have long since rotted. Neither the children, the soil, and stone witchcraft, nor my own incantations have been keeping any effect. No, Punchy, you gotta get into the lore as well. I'm sure there's a future in a roosting tree. I only hope you'll be there to see it. No, they're not hated more than the Sarkaz because, like, they are considered part of it. That's still pretty cool, though. These past 3 months, have you gotten a single night's sleep while you kept Amoy company? Her moments of peace were thanks to your soothing incantations that she could gain respite from listening to the boats in the Mist Lake. But what about you? Now that Demoy is gone, the only banshee left to experience the war 2 centuries ago are you and me. Only I can pay the price. What about the children? Is that why you sent Afedlo to Kazdel? The banshee's future should be left to the children. Whether our decision was right or wrong, we shouldn't let the children pay for it. Ren, Nasty's not responsible for building the city in the sky. It is the consequences of Rhine Lab, who Nasty is an employee of. As well as a lot of corpos and the government. So it's not necessarily because of the banshees. There's just a banshee involved in that. And thanks to the banshees, the technology finally like got there, but that's because of a certain banshee. Is that why you wouldn't let Nasty join the funeral rites this time? Look at that, I didn't. If the Cavalis life is but a fragile existence made of cotton stuffing, then Nasty grew up fighting for her life in Kazdel. To her, death is nothing, but Originium crystals sprouted all over the ground. Her attitude towards death will spread doubts to the other children. She has a bright mind. I'm sure she'll understand your intention. I remember when she wanted to build a hut of her own by the roosting tree, though in the end you had to build it by the mist apple pulpwoods. You hardly bring her to the country yard gatherings, nor do you allow her to formally study incantations and allergies. How do you explain all that to her? I found the children too loud. So, as the custodian, I had to move further away to find some peace and quiet. She saw how busy I was, and she believed it. At least she said nothing. All right, Lacomeline, you should go. And you? I wish to stay a while longer. You've sung this elegy long enough. I don't know what else I can do. The Cavalis is headed towards decay, and beyond it, the soul is left homeless by mistake and only weep. You can still go back and keep Nasty company at least. As a mother, we should not be able to pay for the cost of always shutting our children out. You close the door only to hide cruel truths, but to its child, you're pushing her away. These days, I've been getting the feeling that Nasty will leave. Oh! But I never thought the day would come so soon. That's such a pretty artwork, and so bittersweet. Yes, it's an abrupt decision. Oh! A flimsy boat drifts downstream out of the valley, propelled by an old banshee's incantations. The atmosphere is beautiful. Reeds sway as thin mist veils the fallen leaves on the lake surface, with the season indiscernible. The farewell is befrit of a seasonal undertone. I had hoped for you to spend the rest of your life peacefully in the Cavalis. It was my mistake, not finding you earlier than I did. You've already gone through so much suffering. When I decided to bring you back here, I should have been responsible for you, but in the end... Please forgive my conflicted heart, Nasty. I'm not leaving because of you, Viola. At least, not for the reason you think. Unlike those children, you know how Casdell is, even now. The living still fight in the market, teeming with the stench of rust and excrement, while creatures sprout from the dead like untended weeds. It does not hold the answer I want. But what is your question in the first place? Where are you planning to go? I don't know. Maybe I'll use the half-baked incantation I picked up from you, cast a few stones at the valley's entrance, and let them decide the direction for me. Me too, Nathan. It's really pretty. Lithuanian, Lauderano, Columbia. I heard those strange names when wandering in Casdell. Those places, they're very far. So, take care, child. Eat well. Mudrock, welcome in! After a long silence, Val only manages one sentence. The old banshee, who has traveled far and wide bearing words of demise, only realizes now how unfamiliar those places sound to her. Her adopted daughter is about to embark on a journey, yet she has no idea how it will end, or what sort of advice to impart. Welcome in! How would you like to go by? Because I'm guessing... Vic? I'm sorry, man, but welcome in! At the boat gently glides the murmur of water. Nasty does not turn around. Farewell, mother. Oh... Was that after? Or was that before? Okay, that was before. Good progress for actually taking longer than last time. Attention all company representatives and testers. Propeller Paradise will link up with DC in 2 hours. park's broadcast will begin once we've arranged the intersetting net. Please make sure your exhibits are all functioning optimally. Air Expo Columbia is about to begin. Look, the Tower Mountains Finbeats airship. I heard they made a lot of last-minute modifications that greatly improved its heat resistance. That solar-powered hover kitchen kit, with a power source that works even beyond the star pod. I've been curious ever since I read the brochure. Whoa. Good thing you only hit the window rail, instead of getting your whole head stuck in there. The expo's about to begin. Aren't you nervous at all? Relax. Professionals always have an escape plan ready. I'll get you out when the time's right. You want to leave already? No, sir, of course not. Whatever. I'm just here to hand over some stuff. That's a lot of papers. Are these Rikers investigation forms? And the name on them? Fern Barn? Vandalizing public property? Theft of cultural relics? Trespassing? Impersonating a guide? What's a little indie guide worth your trouble in scrutinizing 5 years of work history? We just need your signature down here, and you'll spend the rest of your life in jail introducing folks to handcuffs and shackles. The only stage... There was one challenge mode stage that was a bit difficult for me. And even then it was more just figuring out timing. I do have OP operators though. So... I'm not the best to ask whether or not it's easier. It's been a while since I've had like, oh, this is a challenge one, unfortunately. Because my wife is Wizadel. And I cannot live without my wife. I could try to do it with other operators, but like, why would I do it without my wife? EX8? I actually haven't done EX8 yet. EX8, I did everything up into EX7, ran out of sanity, and was like, I'll do that tomorrow. And then like, I do it tomorrow for a few days now. I can't remember which EX stage it was, but I couldn't do it with my standard configuration because they would like go too fast. And that was the only thing that gave me an issue. I was like, okay, I just need to figure out the timing with operators, and that's pretty much it. But it wasn't really difficult. Once you figure out the timing, it's all easy. It's not like anybody's gonna die. It has been a minute since anyone's died, though. What do you want? The expo's about to begin, and we need more hands on deck. We can't afford to lock up the park's only 2 guides. That would be a waste of time and resources. But there are too many records with your name on them, and you're connected to Nasty Lenore. So you've decided to threaten me. Stay in line, and it's a chance to wipe your rap sheet clean, you know. Seems like I don't have a choice. Save your thanks for Gustav. He's the one to propose it to the Maylander Emergency Management Council. The 2 of you will be missing out on this expo, marking the beginning of a new era without him. I'm sure you heard the broadcast too. Before the park plate drives into this inner city Nets range and begins a live stream, make sure you're fully prepared to introduce your future to the end to every Colombian out there. Oh my god, I'm losing my ability to like talk, and we still have 45 minutes minimum. I get it. I finished all the studio work and won't leave the park before the expo ends. Good deal. Then come out, you two. Time to get to work. No! 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 Ugh. It was a matter of time before we saw him. On the behalf of all Athenians, I express the most sincere congratulations for the upcoming Air Expo Columbia to be held on Experimental Propeller Paradise. Take a guess. Who signed it in the end? Conductor of the Guldeness. Guess that's Guardian of the Nine Cres. Anyway, wonder what the string titles neither of us can pronounce. The Kaiserin. The late Maylander Sr. always said that the keen sense of politics never loses, and it seems that holds true. Miss Wilson. Why? 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 If they say the word, I'm losing it. I'd rather keep a keen sense of wine tasting, honestly. Lateran took half a century to hold their Summit of Nations. An event you could say is the largest diplomatic event on Terra in nearly 2 centuries. Yet Lithinian only sent a few insignificant dukes as delegation. But our tiny Air Expo Columbia has got a personal letter of congratulations from the Kaiserin. She does have Lady Gaga vibes. Mr. Vice President, Propeller Paradise sent over a gift. A bunch of balloons in the shape of the president, most of which are already decorating the hallway. Thank you, Pavard. Perhaps you can return the Kaiserin wishes with a balloon like that one. And let the Gusto Watcher and the Spire Caster spend 3 days carefully dismantling into rubber scrap. Seems to be an average balloon for decorative purposes. I fear that is no longer the case, since the letter was penned by the Kaiserin. It'll transform into the most cutting-edge military tech. An aerial bomb disguised as a balloon, sent floating into another company's airspace. And how many congratulations like that have you received? Let's see. Victorian Grand Dukes, the Earth Sign Speaker, the Grand Knight of Casmiras. I'll run out of fingers to count on. The VP before me spent 4 years worrying about immigration and tariffs. But me... Impregnable cities get captured, a never-changing sky got ripped open, and a long silent ocean began to speak. After all that, the coronation unanimously decided balloons are always aerial bombs in disguise. And what about us? Oh, the balloons of ours can't even fly. Before the balloons were sent over, the flammable hydrogen got replaced with regular air, for safety reasons of course. How safe and careful we Colombians are. That sounds like a very serious matter of national security. But you're discussing it with a retiree. Oh, absolutely! Jara has impeccable style. Like, this woman becomes the center of attention in every room she stands in. Inside the state building, the finest reception hall of all to see even. It's hard to imagine retirement making things any different for Jara Brooker Wilson. My hospitality is hardly befitting this once eternally shining star, or Rhine Labs' former director of HR. These days, people seem more willing to be moved by a legend or miracle than by any politics or promises. Even the most rational congressmen are no exception. If you're referring to the few meetings I had with Congressman Wayne, I believe you already expressed your gratitude with those unique souvenirs from Yerag. That was just a personal token of my gratitude. Besides, I let her realize the scientists at the observation station must have sent you something similar before. If you show up and give the right people the chance to put hydrogen back into Columbia's balloons, I'm sure I won't be the only one in line to thank you. To my understanding, the most suitable people to do it would be those who made the balloon in the first place. I've stepped in on behalf quite a few times. Researchers are sincere as children. I could never bear to see their hopes dashed. You're right that retirement has made no difference to me whatsoever, though. Of course, we all know how important Ryan is to you. Look, Propeller Paradise. You don't even need binoculars to see it anymore. One second, I need to remember to do something after stream. And I'm like writing that down right now. We have TP! I know! We got the Valley Girl! Also, welcome in, Junk. We need only wait and see what they'll turn into Columbia balloons into. Look, this high-altitude adapted balloon in the shape of the president is one of our hot souvenirs. A thin film on the balloon surface automatically adjusts its molecular structure according to the environment, so it won't explode, even if it collides with the barrier. Think about it, miss. Just how many balloons could we fit under the barrier? I remember agents are required to pass the university-level physics fundamental exam. Isn't this park's purpose to push the boundaries of physics itself? Are you implying those samples and snacks on you are for research purposes? Satisfied chewing. Just for disguise purposes. I'm about to buy some fresh cotton candy planets over at Platform 4. A small vacuum chamber that can stimulate the birth and development of Terra. Don't you think it romantic? God, no! No, we do not! Really? Well, Tyler, welcome in. It is my favorite game. I highly recommend it. It is fun and has a great story. So, oh, and waifus. It has wonderful women. What more do you need? At least, that's a less boring than having to transfer a special someone. What is this dude going on? He's making his move, man. He's doing what he can. Special. You mean that Banshee? Yeah, the one you were in charge of before. So the Tin Man already knew. Yes, it absolutely does. You said you were an emergent mission to handle, so we'll take over evacuating the special individual. Violet's in bad shape. You'll have to be very careful. I know. An old Banshee has to be skilled in witchcraft, no? We set up cognitive interference detectors to make sure nothing goes awry. Cognitive interference? But she's already tormented by her shattered memories. Man, where are my colleagues at? We have to evacuate all park personnel from the levitation layer in the next half hour, or I won't get to buy any souvenirs. This is the last chance we'll get to see such weird stuff. Mercy, you can't let this happen. You have to make sure she's safe. I think you should go buy your cotton candy planets. They won't be coming. Huh? At the ropeway station. Right. I gotta go to Platform 4, or I'll miss on the cotton candy. Is she messing with their memories? Madame Viola, my apologies, but I only bought you 30 minutes. Act on your desires. You're free. The door is open, guiding me home. But where is Nasty? The goddamn iguana! Still an hour before the broadcast begins. Which necktie should I wear? Is Gustav still deciding who will make the opening speech? Drag it out any longer. We'll have no time to prepare the script. An hour won't be enough to list all my countless contributions to the park. There's so many organizations, departments to thank for all the help they've given me. They deserve recognition. Everything will go as planned, surely. What am I thinking? I get along, but there's no way he'll side with the Karadan who's only known for a few days. At the very end, Gustav never changes, using every trick up his sleeve to keep his lackeys in line, just to make them do as they're told. Like a bunch of kids, getting all nervous over the prize we deserve. How come 5-4 is not back yet? Wasn't it supposed to just check the office for any news? Who's that? A letter? I knew it. I knew it! After hesitating for so long, he settles on the obvious choice, me. How much effort did I put just to snatch the opportunity to transfer here? How much I had to finagle to climb the ladder from my own lonely admin job in 6 months? I'm the chief executive of Propeller Paradise. I'm the only one who can front it. Oh, he even wrote a speech for me? That sly old fox never leaves anything to chance. My fellow Colombians, I'm Gordon Tannen, the chief executive of Propeller Paradise. I'm sure I've kept you waiting in front of your screens for some time now. Now it is with a heavy heart that I announce the official cancellation of Air Expo Columbia. A major accident occurred in the park, and as the one in charge of the place, I bear undeniable responsibility for this. Wait. An accident? A mistake? This is a public apology? Alert! Alert! Patrol complete. Letter not obtained. Part of the path has been blocked by a group of Terrans. Based on the travel route, they are presumably heading towards the Levitation Layer's experimental zone. At the same time, detecting several high-power Iridium products on the move, bearing cargo identification tags. They belong to Gordon Tannen. My tags. An apology letter, and the news brought back by 5-4. This is no mischievous prophecy, but indisputable reality. Shock, panic, anger. Countless emotions fill Gordon's chest. Is Gustav about to cause an accident? On Propeller Paradise, the Expo of all Columbia has been eagerly waiting to see? For what reason? When did he plan this? What sort of pawn is Gordon Tannen to him? Apology, amends? Gordon is all too familiar with these words. Ostracized by his colleagues, driven by eccentric hobbies. He was always violating the rules. The thin sheet of paper before him reflects the accumulation of his work over the past 7 years. He wrote hundreds of self-replication letters at his time at the ATAO. He remembers every single time Gustav has demanded an apology from him, and how he slid from defiance to compromise. The reward he deserved, the things he begged Gustav for like a child, were accusations against him all along. Always a pawn. Honestly, you kind of deserve this. Did you get the speech, Tannen? So, can you do it? His carefully chosen neckties tightens like a torture device. All I have to do is do as I'm told. I am wondering when he, like, changes the suit into his, like, little monkey suit. His little, like... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This one. This one. It was a short one. So now... As long as we can finish before we're good. He does deserve it! What? What are you talking about? The Clue Clan. What are you yapping about, Punchy? No. That is not it in the slightest. That's not it at all. Yeah, no, we're good, we're good. No. Can you see my operators? Yeah, absolutely. Here are my wife and husbands. And then, like, around here is where they start to cut off. Although I have to level some of them to 90 still. Mlinar! That's who I was forgetting his name of. Where's Spot at? I don't know if I've leveled Spot up. Flint! Pet. I try to get as many people as I can to E260. I try to get minimum every girl to E2-1 though. Yeah, the music is really nice. The reason why I have her at level 70 is because she has Monster. I have a special room theme. That's why. And then, like, here is where everyone stops leveled. Do you want to know? Do you want to know where he is? He's with all the other guys. He's with all the other guys. What do you mean where he's at? I still need to let each of her. No level limit. I've considered it. Why do you hate men? I don't hate men. If you would like to look at the chart. Oh snap. What just happened? Oh god. Why? Why are you acting up? Why are you acting up? Why are you acting up? Okay, it's just broken now. We're gonna see if I can fix it. We're gonna find out if I can fix it. I might not be able to fix it. I can't wait for it to come to Steam. Nope, it's broken again. There, we good? We good? Are you happy? No, it's too big. That's what she said. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was solid while it lasted? Oh, it's broken. It's broken. It's over. Oh no, it's over. No reset. I may have to like reopen the game though. I level up more people I like than anything. Yeah, we might have to do this over and over again. Okay. Fix yourself, please. Fix yourself. Oh god, no. There we go. Okay, we're gonna take it. I might have a little bit trouble reading chat. Oh god, no, it froze again. Karma for not leveling up Grandpa? It might be. Oh my god. Please work! I have at least one note more. Oh my god, it's all broken. It's all broken. Okay, let's full screen again. No, you don't want to work? Okay, we're gonna have to like restart Arknights. It's horse magnet? What do you mean by that? What the hell? Okay, we're gonna put the bonk up until like, while we figure that out. The bonk goes up for a second. Let me go ahead and like, fix this up. This is what happens because I didn't level up the guys. Oh, you're talking about the other thing. Exactly, real bonk usage, because I don't play like enough not suited for work games. Horse magnifier, that's what it was called. I want you guys to know that it's stuck on opening game. It might be yet another day of Google Play cursing us. Okay, so Junk. I saw the second skin and I've been considering it. I have absolutely been considering it. Yeah, you might have a point there. Friston, I do need to level up Friston. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Everyone, please, fingers crossed. Please work. I'm begging you. Get ready to play Arknights. Come on, come on. Open the game. Open the game. Please, 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 please. Oh, it opened? Okay, 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 okay. It's just black screen. Okay. Okay. It's not as big as I want it to be, but I can work with this. Oh, I try to pull for every limited. The only limited I don't have is Exu Altered, thanks to bad luck. In case you don't know, all the Sui, except for you, I am dating all of them. That's just how it goes. Okay, you guys can see, let me resize it really quickly. The unholy things I want to do with them with the Sui. Hey, good job! I'm not into Shotas. So he's a homie. He's gonna cook me dinner afterwards, okay? After I have fun with all the other siblings, he'll cook me dinner and we'll be like, what up, homie, what up? And like, that's gonna be fine. But like, everybody else? Wife, right there. Oh yeah, this is what I mean by, this is my husband. She's not, why? Why do you have her evil one, level 1? She's so strong. You see, I can't hate Exu, I have her apple pie stuffy. But yeah, this is my husband. Look at him. Delicious. Wonderful. So I don't hate men. Here is my husband again. That's not my husband. Here's my husband again. Yeah, exactly! Exactly, Chunk! Look at him, look at him, look at him. Beautiful. I really started to like Urpapi because of this skin, which I've been considering getting it. I've been considering it. Helliger! Another delicious man. A wonderful, delicious man drawn by our queen, Leduc. Yeah, yeah. Yes, we still need her. Silver Ash? He's winning me over. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's right, that's right. I need to finish the stream. I need to finish the stream. Jingling keys. I know, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, I think that was UR7 that we can start. One day we will. Platform 3. Secondary patrol complete. Target pods in position. No suspicious individuals detected. There's no one else left at this little platform bus. What's a stitch at your end? The 4 pod engines have undergone breaking point testing, and the park's about to enter the intercity nets range. Remember the official line to the public. The gathering is only temporary, and they can all return to their respective exhibition areas once the broadcast intro segment is done. Understood. Sure as everyone's already gone on your end? The Tin Man stressed that we need to make sure that all park personnel have safely evacuated before we send their operation signal. The main road has been sealed off for an hour ago, but the support platform's emergency jump pads are all shut. The cable cars' routes all diverted to only go in one direction last night, so no one's been able to get in. Better play it safe. How do cable cars go only in one direction? Because aren't cable cars like, it's a loop? It's... Okay. Ropeway station needs backup. The Rhine research system is blocking the access hub with the group of testers, and it's hard to get around them. Go back them up. It's crucial to get this right. Every preparatory step has to be complete before the broadcast begins. You're asking too many questions. This is ARKNIGHTS. I'm sorry. I'll keep arcing it then. What was that? Look, over there. Yeah, they're the exact same, but not. Soda bottle cap? Probably rolled off the table from the floating pod, shaking. It's probably nothing. Let's go. Phew, Mr. Aspen. What on earth is your obsession with that balloon? The couch is small enough with you hanging on to that. Almost got squashed flat. I'm sorry, Miss Barn, but I begged you to take me here just for this balloon. You have no idea how much effort it took to slipping right under their noses and getting you here. Really sorry about that. Could you hand me the toolbox from the closet? The evacuation announcement came so suddenly. I didn't have time to make sure the floating pods would be alright during the stream. You want the lucky sister beast on display at the expo that badly? Ignoring all public hearings, signing a temp contract with a tour guide with multiple charges under her belt and helping her escape the park security just so you can have her bring you back a sealed off levitation layer. Oh god. Also, what does that mean, Punchy? Why are you blaming the Sarcast for everything? Are you saying that Sarcast are always to blame? Wow, Punchy. You really are embracing Terra. You guys, all nuts for the sky. I'm drowning in debt here. The only way to clear is to have the lucky Sisty Beast at the show and draw an investor. Yeah, the sky will answer every future seeker. All that jazz. Propeller Paradise slogans plastered all over the place. Trash can lids in the slum included. Oh, wow. You would say that to me? To me? Wow. Even if it's blind fate. I'm not giving up now after coming this far. Phew. Nothing wrong with the components. They'll last till the show ends. Let's go. Why is the door locked? Wait, did you hear that? I did. Don't tell me something's really up with my product. No, I don't mean the exhibit from under our feet. Bomb? Girl, get out of there. Why isn't the line moving? Drag this out any longer, the broadcast is gonna start. Calm down. Maylander guys are on their way to handle it. They've got someone surrounded. Seems like a Rhine Lab researcher judging from the uniform? Let me through! The tree's hard drive and the motherboard haven't been removed yet. Don't push your luck. Allowing the Rhine Lab tree at the expo has been our greatest concern at Rhine Lab. We've been ever so generous to let you copy the data for future research. What more do you want? I just need 5 minutes. I promise I won't pull any tricks either. Hasn't the ATAO science consultant issued a report over on the tree? It's completely harmless. Good, as she should be. All of them should be as high potential as you can get. It's what they deserve. It's why, like, even for Enfield, I'm considering going for more than one potential, but I'm like, I don't know if I should. No. All levitation layer personnel to return to the ground to ensure the exhibitions are final. And only return after the opening speech. Besides, the upland cable cars aren't operator now, so there's no way you can reach Rhine Tree. It's the highest point in the park. I didn't realize how much effort Director Lenore put into this experiment until I saw the code. And now I remember how she never abandoned her dreams for the sky. And if I only save it a little backtracking time later. I want to help her somehow. You have to let me through. Mr. Jagger. One more move and we'll resort to special methods. Wait. The tree looks strange. You used the same excuse 10 minutes ago. No! It really looks weird! Look for yourself! That is odd, considering, like, at one point, she was the operator. The expo's about to open, with the Colombian sun shining brightly. The crowd follows Sky's finger and spots a dazzling tree. The branches wrapped in special material should have been completely still, like tiny insects tapped in resin. However, right here and now, under the sunlight, the broken branches seem to glow green. I'm not shocked. She's one of those operators that has a lot of usefulness because, like, she's basically more than one operator, so if you have her, you can handle so much. Organic materials don't photosynthesize. The park's handbook states clear that it's common for exhibits to transform in high-altitude environments. Rhyme stuff doesn't do that. And it doesn't give you an excuse to go back up there. Going up there won't solve the problem. I have no idea what's exactly going on. But I know who does. Huh? You just left that easily? Levitation layer, 11 main platforms, and 20 support platforms have been inspected. Jammers and backup detonators have been installed in 9 smaller levitation pods, which will crash one by one when activated. Personnel evacuations complete. Scouts have done multiple calculations of the fallout curve based on current wind direction and force, and have confirmed falling debris will not reach the square serving as the evacuation spot. Ugh, an inside job. It's over. All areas progressing well. Gustav sends word from the Clouds Restaurant's cockpit and a propeller paradise will be within DC intercity net range in 5 minutes. Your order, sir. Anyone seen those 2 newbies from Bravo? The one responsible for that Banshee? But the shows they're still on platform 3. It's not part of the plan's operation range. Should we send someone to check it out? Seems like their mission's been taken over. Platform 3 is far from the detonation target, so don't worry about that. I'll handle it later. All teams, synchronos. Phase 2 begins now. I wonder what could have inspired that. The jail cell window crops the sky into a tiny square. The ordinary yet mysterious tree, centerpiece of NASA's research and Rhine Lab's core project, is now hidden from her view by strangely clothed figures and floating balloons. In a few minutes, the expo broadcast will begin, without Nasty's involvement. Her bone pen and mechanical devices were seized earlier, so all she needs to do now is play a role role of the helpless sinner. If Milsis were here, she'd probably summon 8 water clones to scold her for being silly. But Nasty does not regret her decision, though there is one woman on her mind. While leaving the Caballas had always left her uneasy. If the chance came... Who's that? Director Lenore, you have to follow me to the tree platform. You're supposed to be keeping the device data and code safe. What are you doing here? But the tree is growing now. Growing? That's impossible. So that's not supposed to happen. If it affects the levitation module, it will definitely be dangerous to anyone on the ground. The levitation module runs independently, with a backup power supply that can last up to 5 days, but the abnormality you mentioned. The only way to find out why it's happened is to go inside the tree. Come with me, Director. Security cams have been rigged with a delay fee that should buy us at least 20 minutes. Not sure why, but the cell smart locks are unlocked, so now is... That's because the Chief Executive Propeller Paradise opened them for you. Oh, he got the fit on now. Okay. Gordon? They're smashing different parts and it doesn't go hard. What's all that on you? A DIY high-altitude face shield? Modified propellers? And a second-hand insulated spacesuit? Did you loot them from the park scraps and recycle plant? I do like how immediately gets called out. Your distorted testimony with the hearing is still up in the park's bulletin board. But now you're helping us escape? Don't tell me you've had a sudden attack of conscience. Imagine him just suffocating himself because, like, he didn't properly vent it. The paper bag just kills him. Never insult a man's drip. Breathe, the man's wearing a tinfoil hat. What do you mean, never insult a man's drip? Look, man. I don't even know what to say about him. I've seen conspiracy theorists with, like, better drip. Like, this is end of world stuff. You do have a point. It is impressive he made it work. Proto Mr. Freeze! Oh no! He uses duct tape too. Yeah, exactly. He just has that wrapped around his neck. Oh man. Is he the goofiest operator that we have? Why did he change when he joined us? Why is this the fit? He's like, yeah, you know what? This is what I'm gonna rock. Nasty, I got your bone pen devices here. Sorry about the hearing. I'd rather stand in the defendant's dock with you than recite the prepared speech. After all, the confiscated devices were my goods anyway, so I'll take the blame for that. Who are you? What have you done with Gordon Tannen? What happened? My dear citizens of DC, and those watching this live broadcast, it is my honor to introduce Propeller Paradise, an experimental park that is sure to leave its mark in Colombian history. You don't have much time. Nasty, you've done deal with Gustav. Sure you don't doubt the intel I'm about to hand over. Your old boss is planning something with the Maylander, correct? You're even sharper than I thought. Seeing the park's chief executor here when he's supposed to be making a speech in half an hour is proof enough. Friends, look out your windows, up at the sky. No amount of marketing bluster can compare to what you'll see with your own eyes, where the future among the cloud is waiting for you. I mean, that wasn't even like a competition. Skybox was never going to compare to Nasty, but for Skybox to end up like that... Nathan's got a point, he's just a chud. They want to can the expo with an accident that'll kill the future Propeller Paradise. Though I have no idea exactly what their plan is. If Maylander's involved, they'll move fast. What was that? God, am I seeing things? Something's falling from the levitation layer. Is that the Lucky Sister Beats floating pot? Oh no. No, there's more. 3, 4? Is this part of the opening ceremony? They didn't mention this in the script. They really come crashing down. Wait, the pots stop falling? It's as if something's gripping them firmly. Huh? What was that? Oh. It seemed the tech companies have prepared a surprise that even got me. We have just witnessed Propeller Paradise break through in the field of levitation, with no need for papers or data. And this is just the beginning. No way. There's no emergency stop module. Even in ongoing projects, I could have done that. Sky, your field measurements are more precise. Where were the falling pods supposed to land? From visual estimates, they probably crashed to platform 2, blocking the connection to a lower layer tunnel. That's the only path we can take to the tree. Gordon, I accept your apology, but I have no time for your plans. That miracle was no stroke of luck. And that's nothing to do with you and your invention? Is that a threat? Just my intuitive judgment on all the rule breaking. I don't need your help with Gustav, but I do need a bargaining chip to make sure Propeller Paradise stays afloat when everything's done and dusted. So my tree, Letting you handle something only you know how to handle is part of my plan. Got it. Rhine Lab staff will cooperate with you. However, whatever it is you're planning to do, go to the tree at the first sign of danger and I'll come get you. Everything's ready, 5-4? Preparation's complete. Let's go. I have an opening speech to make. Like that?! He's gonna make a speech dressed like that?! Okay, so we are gonna stop here. Tomorrow we'll finish the event. We'll do the UR7 after. UR8 and URST3. Skybox is schizo. If you say so, Taylor. Based? Really? Really? You guys are all on his side. You know what? I should have known. I should have known. Behua, welcome in. We're just finishing up. I should have known. That is not based. What are you talking about? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it. At least one of you. He has moxie. He has schizophrenia. He'll be mocked. No one will understand. He's owning it. He is. I hate to admit it, but he is. Which husband? You have to elaborate. Thorns? Thorns altar? Which one? Thorns. Oh. Here's the thing. I had an E2 this man and level 90 him to use him. He's there to just sit pretty. I have no idea what his skills do. He is just eye candy. That's all he is for me. I'm using him in a different way. 1 second, Punchy. This is important. This is important. Can I tell you what he does? Absolutely not. I know. I know. He is. And I'm so excited. Yeah, absolutely. Why are you guys surprised? Exactly! He has a very good base skill. I'll take your word for it. I just clicked 3, but I haven't even used him. Look at him. Look at him. Pat, 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 pat. He's just here. Look at this. Look at this. He's just here for me to admire him. The most vanilla male pick? I'm okay with that. I'm alright. Thorns has a good voice, has a good design. He's beautiful. Like, I'm okay with that. Look, man, my taste in men is very basic. Like, Hello Girl, Opapi, Thorns, like, all of those. Silver Ash has, like, slowly gotten in there. That is true. He's Latino. No, he is not Latino. As much as I wish I could say yes, he's not Latino. He's a Spaniard. He's a Spaniard, and I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. He's not Latino. We can just go into his voice. He's got that Spanish, and he's from what's it called? Not Bolivar, but oh my god, what is it called? Iberia. So like either Portuguese or Spanish. Most popular. He's popular for a reason, okay? But yeah, like. Oh wait, why are you in Japanese? Yeah, you see? That's Spanish. Oh, he's absolutely my trophy husband.
Why are you staring at my hair, Doctor?
He's a trophy husband 100%. He's just there. Like, I'll be honest, I do use him a lot for his normal one. He's Agar, not Iberian, I believe. Yeah, but he's not Latino. That's the thing, he's not Latino. Which is kind of ironic, because, like, where's my widow? My widow's around here somewhere. One second, one second. Here's my widow. This one, though. Him, on the other hand. Yeah, hot people are hot. Yeah, exactly. Tequila, La Pluma, like... I think there are more people. Bolivar. I forget Caper. No wonder she's a brat. And I always forget Grace, technically Latino. We got the brat. Which is very strong. Ella is currently in siesta, but I don't think she was. Celine and Schwartz, are they? I don't think so. Yeah. We got like one tan Latino. The rest of them are very, very pale. They're like me! Cause like, we have them. Yeah, they're from Siesta. But that's technically part of Colombia, no? I know. You can, it's... Caper, Brat Maxine? Oh my god. Well, we're finally getting more minnows, but like, I don't know how much minnows are we getting. It's Bolivar? Because I thought it was technically connected to... Colombia. Or Colombia. Okay. That is weird that they put it here then. But maybe independent? I'll have to look into that then. But yeah, our like for sure Latinos, they're right here. Which is weird to think Ray is a Latino, but Thorns isn't. It is kind of funny. Yes. Yes. Like God, my girl. My drunk little queen? I know, Bethel! I know! I'm still angry about that! But I like my drunk little queen. Pet. All of Asling's, like, children are wonderful. Conviction? God, no. That thing needs to be eliminated. Everybody else, I'm like, eh. But, like, Palace? This is my girl. This is my girl. Pet. Or it could be things like Puerto Rico, where you have the entire mix of Latino, but at the same time, it is part of Colombia. So that's what it could represent. Costa Rica? Costa Rica would be more a bit different. Because I'm thinking more like the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Although the Dominican Republic isn't like its own thing, but at the same time where there is a lot of influence. I'll have to look into that. I do have the lore book. I haven't been able to read it yet, but I do have the lore book, so I can look into it there. With someone? Yeah. His like slutty little booty shorts. I can't take him seriously. He's just there. I don't even know what he does. He's just there. What a twink. He's a hot dog. He has a hot dog. And then the queen. Oh. She's so beautiful. Okay, we are going to end it before I get more off topic. As always, don't forget to work out. Have a good sleep. Have a great morning. We'll finish off the event tomorrow. Hot dogs selling hot dogs. Oh, God. Oh, no. Calvin is no. Anyway, good night, everyone. Bye. Wee. Good night. Oh God, Effie, you were here all along just to see me rant about like hot operators. Good night.